coming in to do a Friday night visit with everybody who's at home, sitting around like me. Not that I'm ever sitting around, but I'm sorry, I'm just trying to bring up on my phone here. But I am around tonight. Taking a pause, taking a break from a lot of the other work that I do, and I thought it would be a good time to step in here. I did have to bring up on my phone, sorry, because I wanted to make sure I was connecting here into you guys. Hi, Cami. Oh, it is coming up. Okay. Hi, Donna. Hello, everyone. Just letting the room fill up a little bit as well. Hello, Carrie. Carrie, you're on my mind.
Connecting here into you guys. Hi, Cami. Oh, it is coming up.
As my phone's talking to me. Hello, Tracy and Kathy. Hello, hello, hello. I just came out from doing meditation, so I'm a little bit in la la land here. As I'm letting the room fill up and feeling through the energy of tonight, I really had felt like I had to break through these walls to get in through the energy tonight. I'm like, could all this energy just move aside? Could it let me in? So I figured I'd better come in now because I will not be available the rest of the weekend. I am on grandma duty as one of Maggie's best friends gets married tomorrow, and I'm going to be being on my grandma duty. So I'm in here tonight, so because I won't be in all weekend. Had some heavy time lately. Doing okay though. Okay, Carrie. Yeah, you have been on my mind a lot. Glad you're okay. You know where I am. So yeah, but there has been some heavy energy. I've been feeling heavy energy around. And tonight I felt some heavy energy coming in. Today I actually did something that I hadn't done in a long time, and that was put on my grandmother's family ring. And the reason why I don't is because there's a stone missing, and I can't get it. They can't repair it. They said the gold is too weak, and they can't repair it. So but I put this on tonight, and I just felt the need to be closer to my grandmother's energy. And in my meditation just then, I had Mother Mary coming in very strong, and the whole dropping in the energy into the heart. And so it's a very heart-centered night tonight being in here. Hello, everybody. And so I don't know what I have tonight for everybody. I'm just waiting for everyone. I'm waiting for people to come in. Tracy, you're overwhelmed and filled with anger right now. Having a terrible time. Yeah, I'll see what guidance we have coming through, Tracy. I don't know yet, Jessica. I'm feeling this energy out. I don't know what I'm doing in here. Hello, Tina. You got my books today, Tina? Yay! Oh, that's what I meant to do. Hold on. Forgot to have one of my books here with me. So, well, okay. So as the room is coming in here, I will see what's coming up. So I will be doing some cards. I don't know if they're going to be individuals. We don't know yet. I'll try my best to see what we got coming through. The energy feels heavy. It's been heavy on my chest. It's been heavy energy all the way through. I have done a lot of talking this week. As most of you know, I am teaching a lot. So you don't see me a whole lot in here because I'm in the school, which is not just my school. We also have other teachers that are starting to teach in there as well that are part of the More Than Existing. And Lisa Richard, who is like, I call her the architect of the design of the school. She is teaching a class in there tomorrow if people are interested, Finding Your Purpose. And it's a wonderful program. And she's linking it into the her whole journey through More Than Existing. And she is also the editor of the More Than Existing book. So if you're interested in taking her class, that's in the Corey School of Magic. The link is on the Facebook page, by the way. So as I'm coming in tonight, I really truly have this sense and need to really send out a healing throughout here tonight. I know Tracy reached out and said she's got some, some anger right now, and there is that energy that's around us, and so there's been a lot of that kind of energy that's coming through. I'm just reading Tracy's message. Oh, my nails. Cat eye. And I wear it often. You've probably seen me wear it before, but I usually have like just a streak of the silver through. But today we did it different. So, yeah. Okay. Yeah, Rhonda. Sadly, we have we have fear still in the world, and from a very non-judgmental place. That's her view, and everybody's entitled to their view. Opinions are like, it's like everyone has an opinion, and an open person is willing to revisit their opinions and their thoughts. And the spiritual world, when we're uneducated to what the spiritual world really means, is that even those in religion is also in the spirit world. Is either which way you are truly channeling through and believing, you're believing in something that you cannot see, and you're holding faith to something of greatness. And most people say, how do you believe in your God consciousness, and you channel Mother Mary and you channel Jesus? How's that possible? You're in spirituality. Well, I don't think it's an a la carte as to where love goes, and whether it's spirituality, it's religion, it should all be love, and it should not be judgment. And if there's judgment, there is fear. Just like if there is control, there is fear, and no one should ever be able to take your free will to choose. And we should all be able to be open to love, and wherever we find love, acceptance, and peace, and that true sense of kindness and compassion, and truly stay within our integrity, I think that's the place where we belong. And I don't judge those. I don't judge those who judge me. I've really moved beyond that anger, and so sometimes, yeah, it's better to say nothing at all. And those who believe that because we live in a place of love and light, that we're going to this so-called bad place. What kind of fear do we have of the world? And so, Rhonda, you have to truly stay. You have to stay in your place, in your heart, and what feels right. Because either which way, no matter who they are in our lives, nobody should be attacking us. Funny you should say that, because that was the energy I had, right? Is that we have a lot of worldly energy around us right now that's very afraid, very scared, very like caught up in a lot of fear stories and a lot of secondhand information. It's like you're getting a lot of information. So I always say, do you know that person personally? Have you spoke to them personally? Do you know who they are personally? Do you know that person that you're hating on, that you're complaining about? Did you personally sit down with them? Did you get to know them? Or are you basing judgment upon what you've been told or what you've heard, or the little bits and pieces of information that we receive and that we get? And it's like, if we come from a place of less judgment, we might live in a better world. So, so I'm going to start with this message. I'm going to start with this message, and then, yes, I'll pull some cards. So the message that I have a lot of energy shifting here. So if you're wondering what I'm doing and why I'm all over the place, there's a lot of shifting in energy as people are coming in and out. There's a lot of, I would say, the world feels like it's got menopause or mood swings happening tonight. Okay, that's what I got. It's like there's that sense. So I'm pulling out the Nine of Swords and the Two of Swords in my first card. And what I'm pulling from them is that sense of often this place of we've placed blind faith in a lot of areas where we just typically go to, they said this, so I believe this. This is what they're saying, so it has to be true. And we're not looking at the bigger picture of motives and manipulation and those things that may be coming when somebody is attacking us, when somebody is lashing out at us. And other times it's that people are so being triggered into their own trauma response that they're unsure of how to behave. And you're seeing the whole world act like they're kids again, act like teenagers in arguments and picking and bullying and picking on each other and bullying each other. And we have a lot of that energy around us right now. Um, and so it's all over the place. Um, with this message, I feel like we have a lot of like the anxiety, a lot of people not being able to sleep, a lot of that restlessness. And I spoke about this the last time I came in, that we had a lot of that energy around us. And I just feel like we're out of alignment with ourselves, with the world in general. Like we're not in a healthy relationship with like in a coexisting world. So because we can't change other people's behaviors and actions, we can change ours. And it's time for us to really truly know that we have to put the energy into focus into our own. And what you can't control what's happening out there, and you can't control somebody else, and you can't take away someone's free will, but you have yours. And you have your free will choice to choose to not to become a part of all of that stuff that's rolling out there and all of the fear that's out there, and to stay within that faith, place of faith. And I know it's like preaching that choir every week of, oh my God, what about the faith train? How come it's so hard for people to stay in faith? And so that's the energy. And you do have that, I have that owl energy. I have owl in here, like perspective of the owl spirit. And it just feels like for me, it's like, if, being able to see the light in the dark. And when people come at you with their darkness stories, their fear stories, they're saying, you should not be doing this, you should not be doing that. What is their fear story and what are they so afraid of? Because they're operating from what we call in coaching the old brain, or they're operating from their shadows. They're operating from a place of fear and they're reflecting it over onto you. So you have the choice to take your place into knowing that there's always a light in the dark. There's always like this, even when there's like even when it feels as if you're closed in somewhere, like in a house, and it's like, oh, I'm trapped inside. Well, no, the door's still open, the window's still open, so you can still get out. Even if you can't go out, you can still go out and sit on a step. You can still, like, there's an opportunity to catch that breath. And it's so important to be able to step back and away and to be able to catch that breath and to be able to connect yourself into that connection to source. And that comes from our breath. And when you feel like you're being all caught up and you want to engage in that unhealthy conversation, step back, take that breath, breathe in, breathe out before you even speak. Because sometimes what you're going to say in that quick moment of anger and frustration is, if you take that breath and you think about it, it is not worth you projecting that out there and then having to try to reel it back in because it's really, truly not you. So, yeah. Hi, everybody who's joining. Hello, hello, hello. I'm trying to breathe. I'm sorry. I have a really heavy energy on my chest. I'm sure I'll find out what it is in a moment. Natasha, when you said you're wearing your grandmother's ring, I had to giggle a bit. I have a ring belonged to my great aunt. It's an old ring. She have it to Nan, who gave it to Mom and then gave it to me. And I absolutely love this ring. Something about it makes me feel good. Might sound odd, but that's how I feel. Yes. So sometimes and my grandmother was a little tiny lady. Her name was Pansy. Her twin was Daisy. So they were Pansy and Daisy. And she was tiny, tiny, tiny. And I mean, I'm 5'6", and my grandmother was 4 foot, maybe 4'10", around there, and about 105, 110 pounds. And she had these little tiny fingers, but I guess this would have fit on like probably her third finger, and this fits on my finger right here. And so, but she was so small, but she was so mighty, and she was like the matriarch of the family, and we had so much love and respect for her, but she loved and respected all of us as well. And so I don't know if I've ever heard her, uh, I don't, I don't know if I ever heard her really yell at us. She definitely give us an opinion if we needed it, or a thought. She never told us what to do with our lives. She really didn't. She was an amazing woman. And today I felt the need to pull that out. So I don't know what we have going on. You got yours done too today? Of course, Tina. Matching up the soul sisters. Matching up the soul sisters. Okay. Yep. Don't respond, Rhonda. All right. So I am going to go into cards. I'm going to pull some cards for people. I feel the need to. I feel as if this is Thanksgiving weekend, and I love to be able to give thanks for all the people who follow me and stay with me, and all the people who have bought my book, that bought my book and read it, and those who are sharing, and to those who are buying them for like Christmas presents and handing them out and buying like 10, 12 books. Thank you. So appreciate it. And I've sent out a few copies of books to people that have purchased them directly from me, and they were ordering signed copies. So if you've got yours, if you haven't got yours yet, please know you should have in a couple of days. Canada Post is a bit of a pain in the butt right now. So Tracy, I'm going to Tracy. Are you still here, Tracy? Tracy Bennington. I think we have two Tracys. Tracy Bennington, are you still here? Yeah, other Tracy. It is. The energy is really, really crazy. Very overwhelming kind of energy if you let it, if you believe it to be real, right? It's like, so you really got to know that some of this is not our energy, and we're in it, we're in the world of it, but it's not ours. So it's like, if you just don't give it any more life than you need to. Okay, Tracy Bennington. So I feel as if there's this sense that you're done with an old story. I feel as if you've had to freeze out some people, or you've had to make some big changes and some shifts in life. I feel if you have this I'm done story that's coming up here. There's this sense, Tracy, that you're kind of traveling in a whole nother direction here is what I'm getting. I have a sense for you. I'm playing out the cards here. So I'm laying out the cards here. And so what I'm getting for you is that I have this sense of the journey, and you've had to kind of leave a lot behind, or you're leaving a lot behind. Feels like to me an old story, like you got to surrender something over. You got to be done. It just feels like you've been kind of on a repeat in one area of your life for so friggin' long. It's like, you need to let this, there's something that needs to go. Either you're always trying to help somebody that don't appreciate it, or you keep kind of going back into an old story. You have a repeat happening. And I just feel like you've been frozen in time. Like this is old. There's an old energy, an old story, and a lot of old things that is around it. But I also have a new story around you. And I feel like that one does need attention. I'm just going back up here, and I can't remember where I seen you were talking up here. I can't see it now. It's gone past, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. So, but this is what is that there is a new story. So this one is whatever is happening in your life right at this very moment. It really feels as if it's like, there's a common thread. There's some sort of common thread stories that come up around your life. You truly are ready to start to walk a new journey. And I do have the talesman. It's like you're spinning that new story, telling the tales of everything that went wrong. And you said those words today, you're effing done. Yeah, I feel like you are. And it's like, you can spin your own story, and people put a spin on things. Like, Like people always love to take our stories or take our words and add their own spin. So if anyone's ever repeating your words, chances are they're never coming out the same because somebody's adding their own emotion, their own spin, or their motive to why they want it to be more harmful to the other person or to other people. And it's like I just have that sense that that's happening around you somehow, Tracy. And it's like you need to be effing done. You need to be done with this. It's like, but it's like almost as if other people have tried to freeze you out, or you've been like, or you've been always like you've been frozen in time. And you need to finally be done. It's like the time is ticking, things are dying. There's emotional stories that are coming up here. And I also want to say that I am picking up some sort of emotional abuse story here. And I feel like at one point or somewhere around you, there is an emotional abuse story that I'm getting. And I don't know exactly how, and when everybody that has been here a long time watching know that when I say I don't know, I'm asking the guides. That's me asking guides. Is that I don't really know exactly who started it or who kind of closed the door, but I feel like somebody kind of closed the door on you, or you closed the door on them, said, stay out, but the door somehow creaked open. I do have you got to trust your instincts here. There is something of that gut story, that whole sense of knowing that is right in the gut, and you know it to be true. And I just feel like if someone's trying to give you some bullshit story, you can't listen to the bullshit story. You got to trust your heart on this. That's exactly right. Okay. And so you got to really your trust your gut on this, because you're going in a new direction. And so this is the beginning of what we would call, like when we hit that peak, we hit that point where we can look back to the past and we can keep going back there. Or we can go this way, and going this way, we know we have to leave a lot behind. And you got into the unknown. So it's like, it's blindfolded, but it's not. It's like that veil, you can see through it. You know the why of why you have to move forward. And it's time. It's like, it's really time to move forward. You got the listening, you have the 53, you have that sense of just knowing that it's a done deal, Tracy. You have so much more waiting for you. You got to put a new spin on your life and tell your own version of your own story, and not feel need like you got to justify your whys or justify why you're done. And don't let temptation get in the way. I'm going to tell you, you are going to have a temptation coming in around you. And I'm like, oh no. So there's some temptation to stay in the old, some temptation to keep going back. And it's that illusion of feeling as if you're trapped, feeling as if, oh, I have to. So there's always that self-sabotage or that self-prophecy of, I can't do this. And can'ts are like opinions, is kind of in my thought, is that whole sense of, if it's around like a financial thing, or if it's around like, oh, what if someone gives you those puppy dog eyes and that sad look, and that it's like, no. I think you've made up your mind. I think that you're finally listening. You're finally singing that soul song, and now you're going to start to tell a new story and turn in that new direction and making those changes that you need to make for you. It is so time. It's so time, Tracy, that you're just like, and I do feel like time is of the essence for you, that you keep getting stuck here, and it's like a karma. So this is the energy that feels as if we're releasing karma stories, and old karma stories being surrendered or being let go, like cutting the ties so that you can move forward. So Tracy, I hope that helps you. I hope that resonates with you. And I wish you the best of luck, by the way. Okay. And then I'm going to Angie Strickland. Oh, happy Thanksgiving, Ellie. See, I told you. But you're getting close, aren't you? I told you you'd be okay. Okay, Angie Strickland, I am choosing you for a card. Tomorrow's your birthday, Mary? 10/10. Look at you. Happy birthday. Happy Thanksgiving, Pamela. Okay. Angie Strickland. I can feel you're so welcome. I can feel the energy in your heart for sure. And I was in the prayers with Mother Mary before I came in here and into meditation with Mother Mary. And Mother Mary does not belong to any specific religion. By the way, she is just the mother of the Jesus energy. And if you don't believe in Jesus, then believe in being a good person. Right? It's like, just believe in being good and kind. I don't care what people believe in. I'm not a church. And I'm not against churches. I'm just a person who has strong faith, and I work as a healer and a life coach. So I don't get to decide who believes in what. But so Angie, for you though, I do have the Mother Mary energy, and I have a strong sense of that strong faith religion around you somehow. I feel as if I'm picking up a grandmother energy around you, and I feel as if she kind of could be blunt, like she has a very blunt energy. And I have somebody, and I don't know if she's coming from your side or from your partner's side, but I have a woman who would have, or I don't know, yeah, a woman or a man, somebody who would have known how to like play cards, would have loved playing cards, just could shuffle those friggin' cards, because my cards are being shuffled like crazy here. And it's like, you don't have the right card yet. You don't have the right card, and don't want me to let go of the cards. And so I feel as if there's a sense of, that's your man? Okay. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, woman. Oh my God. She's like coming all in here, and she's talking about cleaning house. I feel like she might have been like probably very clean, organized, like very like always cleaning house. She's very busy. She's like, I'm going to say it as, she's putzing around. She feels as if she always had to be busy. She always had to get things done, is what I'm getting. So I have this sense that it's like, you're clean, like it's time to clean house of all this old energy, time to get rid of shit. I feel as if there's a sense that there's, and I got to ask you this, Angie, who used to be musical? Who played like the ugly stick or the accordion, like that kind of thing around you, like something in like either a shed party or beating the drum, like Salvation Army type of thing. I have that energy also here. So I got two families, two stories going here. And I have two people in here, and I have a sense of a balancing act of trying to hold life together, or trying to keep things together. And you're always the one who's always pulling that string for everybody. Always that you've always been that person who tries to keep. That's your dad? Okay. All right. He's here, and he's here with hands out. And so he's like here with hands out, and he's like, I'm telling you, he said, she's always there for everybody. She's always there to help everybody. She's always doing the right thing for people. And she said, you're always got that bounce in it. You're always giving your heart away. You're always doing all this good stuff. And I just feel like it's like that sense of don't rock the boat. Like he's telling you, don't rock the boat, and don't fight amongst yourselves. Like, don't go arguing and fighting inside of your own home, inside your own space. Like, don't get mad at each other. He said, because you need each other right now. There's a sense of really, really needing each other. And I don't know if you have a ring belonging to your dad or your grandma, but I have a ring that belongs to dad or grandma, somebody who would have had a ring. And they keep me pulling on my rings on my other hand, not my family ring hand, but my other hand. And so he's telling me, and you know that song, Ring of Fire? I keep hearing that Ring of Fire, like burn, burn, burn. The Ring of Fire, like Johnny Cash, isn't it? Johnny Cash, I think it is. And so I keep getting that song, that look, and that energy. And so, Angie, I don't know what that ring represents, but I have that ring, and I don't know where or how, what that ring represents. But he is doing this to me, and I don't stray away from my messages. So I don't know if it's your ring or if it's somebody's ring within the family. And so, but Dead Johnny Cash, burn, burn, burn. And so I don't know what that means. But I also got the magical map shifter here. And I feel like it's like magic, white magic. The beautiful magic of healing of Mother Mary energy is coming in around you. There is a sense that it's like when we think all things are done and over with, they are not. There's always these doors that open for us when we're not expecting it, when we truly stay in faith. And it's that you're on a journey, and I feel as if your journey is really taking you in another direction, or in a new life, a new opportunity that's coming. I feel, see, I have two doors, making a choice. And it's like it's like you have a choice to make, or you're going to have a choice to make, or there is a choice or decision to be made. I really feel like your dad and your grandmother are working on your behalf. I'm telling you, this man's like a superpower kind of coming in. But he does keep showing me this ring. I don't know what this ring represents to you. I don't know if it's I don't know if it's something that would have been given to him and is still in the family, but I also have a watch. And then I have somebody who keeps showing me a compass. I feel like somebody who would have been out like snowmobiling or out in the woods. You remember the old, was it Comatics or whatever? Comatics? The old Elans and the old Comatics. That would be like an old sleigh, right? Would have been like an old sleigh on the back of a snowmobile. And I see somebody with like something piled up on one of those on the back of an old snowmobile. And he's telling me that hard work. He says, remember, hard work pays off. All you got to do is just stay in hard work. I just feel like there's just, and I do have the Judgment card coming in here, and I have the Lovers card coming in. And he is really talking about stay strong. It's about staying strong together, and just knowing that I feel like there's some sort of judgment to be made. They are showing me that it's like it's not over yet. Like things are not done yet. Things are not like, don't give up. Don't lose faith, and don't not see your dream come true. I feel as if you truly have to see your dream come true. You are, see, at the door, you're guarding your door, you're guarding your home, you're guarding your family, you're guarding the people that are around you. There feels as if, to me, Angie, there's some sneaky energy around you. And I don't know where that's coming in or how that's in around you, but it's like, no, don't you let anybody get in your head. That's the way they just told me. That's the way they just spoke to me. Don't you let anybody get in your head. Don't you let anybody tell you all that nonsense. You stay with yourself. You stay in your faith. You stay believing in us. We're helping you here. And there is some help coming in here. I do feel like, and I don't know how yet. I feel like you need to have a very big voice. Don't sit back and take shit. But be very aware that, you don't want to, push things. But I feel like you're really walking into an unknown territory. You're walking into a lot of energy, and you feel as if the world is coming apart, like you're coming apart, but it's in reverse. So I can tell you that means that it's not coming apart. It's actually truly, I believe, there's like, when you think all hope is lost, there's always that one bit of hope. There's always something there, and you're being told to hold on to that hope, hold on to that place. And the spirit of place, it's like, so where you place yourself, it's like that's where home is. And you got to place yourself in faith. You really have to place yourself there. This grandmother is hilarious. She's very much she's like, are you listening to me? I've been trying to talk to you. Are you listening to me? You're not listening to me. And Dad is celebrating, or else I wouldn't hear the music. When they play that music, when they're coming in that energy, they truly are, they're celebrating with you. And I feel as if it's like trust, like it's that same listening card that I just got for Tracy when I was pulling it, and that to really trust that energy. I am going to go into my Mother Mary deck to add on to this for you. And let's just see here. Oh, she only just passed in June? Oh, so sorry for your loss. Well, I can tell you, she's very alive on the other side. She's very alive. And I always say, we lose our mortal selves. We lose them in the mortal world. We don't lose them in the spirit world. And she's very present with you. And she's a force to be reckoned with. I tell you, she is a force to be reckoned with. And I don't know. So, Angie, were you also trying to I was like slamming those cards down. Were you also trying to have like your own child as well? Because just there's a sense of like, so I do have a child coming into your life here, and I see you holding a child. There is a child. Is that be very gentle, kind to yourself, and just trust what is unfolding, because there is just something beautiful that's coming into your life. I just see something. I see something really unfolding, and it's like, hold on to that faith. You can be gentle and be powerful. You don't have to be mean and nasty with your words, but definitely standing up for yourself. And I'm like, the cards just keep showing me same thing, just caring for this child. There's a child, and I just keep seeing you holding a child. So I am unsure how it's all going to unfold, but watch for the signs. And I asked your dad if he could give me a validation, and he said, gives me the father card, that he is definitely with you. And this is that father in heaven. And so your father is with you. He is there. He is singing his praises, and he's also telling you about, the sweetness of you, and you being that dear little child. And you've seen some struggles in your day. You've seen some of those things in your day. And he's like, just be at home. It's like, just find peace in here and hold on to, who you are, the good person that you are, and just trust this journey. It just feels like, and truth and trust, I just feel like all truth and all trust is coming out, and that you're on your way home. You're on your way into this new life, this new energy. And I'm telling you, you have Mother Mary energy very much with you. Mother Mary energy comes with praying for those miracles, and that miracles coming when we take action to stay within our faith and to truly believe that all things are possible. And right now, take care of your health, and to see joy in your life, and be open. Keep your heart open. Keep your heart open to possibilities. Keep your heart open to life, and just be there. So there is much love around you tonight. Much, much love around you. And I got Spark as my validation card, and I just and Stuck in the Mud is the validation, and I got elephants. And so elephants were all around you here. They were in 3 of your cards, and the elephants instinctively know where to go. Elephants, work together as a family, as a group. They stick together, they stay together. And this is stuck in the mud, but not stuck in the mud. It's like it's getting its way out. It's on its way out. We're only as stuck as we allow ourselves to be. And there's just this spark. And I just feel like this beautiful magic is just falling into your life. And hold on to that faith. It does take patience, and just be present with this. And so much, much love to you. Much, much love to you. And thank you for allowing me to pull those cards for you tonight. And I do send you many prayers. And I place you into my vigils with Mother Mary. Dolly Hayhurst. I'm going to Dolly. Dolly is here all the time, and Dolly hasn't yet been chosen for a card. And I just heard loud and clear, if I could choose elephants, if I could choose Dolly. And I'm reading another comment. Elephants are wise. They instinctively know where to go. They could travel for months and months and months without water, or months, like a long time, I don't know how long, but until they but they will know where to get to that water, and they will make their way there. So yeah. Dolly Hayhurst. Dolly. Let's see. You're very welcome, Angie. Let's see what I got for Dolly. Oh, Dolly, you're walking away from something? I feel like you're possibly walking away from something. I feel as if you're finally like moving in a new direction. You're kind of in a triumph, like you're a little bit scared to kind of celebrate yet. You're all stop waiting for the worst to go wrong. I feel like the best is happening, actually, not the worst. That you're truly being able to, you you're hanging on to something old here, though. There's some old energy that's, hello, Miss Connie Strickland. There's some old, there's some old energy here, Dolly. And I don't know if this is something to do with a past job or past trauma, like just a sense of what could go wrong, but what if everything goes right? I feel like there is, I feel like you also have a move in a new direction. You did get the justice card, and I feel like you're doing justice to your life by making these, by taking this path, by going on this journey. I feel like it's time for you to truly start moving into a new direction. You got somebody who's doing this to me. Somebody like don't want me to say something or trying to get me to shush up. Like, and I don't know where that comes into your life, that somebody don't want you to tell. I don't know if I feel like you may have some secrets, or there may be there's some old secrets here. There's some old stories or some old secrets, as if somebody on the other side don't want you to say. And I feel like sometimes when we hold those in for so many years and for so long, how they manifest through us is through our frustration. It's through our fears. It's through our anger. And I just feel as if this is old, and it's like somewhere where you never got to have your say, or you never, and it's like that sense of being like, of judgment, like you being judged, or that judgment being placed upon you, and that you just, it's like you're finding a place and a home where you actually belong now. You're finding your world, and this move, this path, this new direction that you want to take. And you got the Queen of freaking Swords again. She keeps coming out on me. This is you. And I feel like your life is not in turmoil. I feel like your life is actually once you say yes to something, your life is like poof in a whole new direction. And I don't know what your ties is to BC. I don't know if you've been working in BC, somewhere in BC, Dolly, or if you've been through there somehow, but I have some sort of BC. It's either BC, British Columbia, or it's before Christ. It's definitely the British Columbia. I don't know what your tie is there, but you have the cherry. You have that. You are being given like the green light, the go. There is some healing energy that comes around a male energy for you. And I don't know where this comes in. It is past. It is old. But we also have a man on the other side. He tells me he was friends of yours or a buddy of yours, and he knew you well. That's where you want to go? Okay, so I feel as if that's where you're going, Dolly. But there's a man on the other side, and and I feel like he's a sweetheart. He's a nice guy. But I have another one over there. I don't know if he's so sweet. I have one that's not so sweet over there, but I have this nice guy. He tells me he's a friend or something, friend like family, or tied to you like family. And he says to tell you that, damn it, I made it. Damn it, I made it. I made it here. And I don't know what happened with chest and legs, like body pain, something like this is what happened to him. But he's telling me that I don't feel like he's been gone like that long. It's like not like 10, 15 years. He's only been gone like within the past couple of years. But he's also telling me that you were like family. And he says you take care of my family, or watch over my family, or something like that. Something like that. He says, but kind of don't go back. Don't go back to something. Don't go back to something old. Heart attack? Okay, thank you. I'm like, ah. It was a heart attack. And he said, don't you go back. You keep going. You keep going. Don't you go back there. And he says, go. Just get your legs going. He says, don't get stuck. Don't get stuck anywhere. Want you to move forward. Really want you to move forward. There is this I just feel like somebody who really sees you for you coming around in your energy. You've been on your journey. You've been through all things in life that you possibly can. There is an old wound healing in you, Dolly. And this goes all the way back. I want to say this goes back to like age 10, 12, probably 12. Maybe 13. But that's what you look like about that age to me. And I don't know what happened in your life around that time. And I mean, if you follow me, I hone in on ages a lot. And it's like I hit this age. I see you. She looks like she's about that age, but it's you, Dolly. And I'm unsure of what happened, but I feel like it kind of changed the projection of some of your life, is what I'm being told. Something changed for you, and something changed the projection of your life. And what you're being told is that karma is being, that old tie is being cut. That energy, that hold that story has had on you is now being released. And this is Archangel Michael really truly coming in. These big, he's handsome, by the way, this big, powerful of strength, that you don't have to have a false sense of strength on you. This is real, true strength from over here that's helping to untether this cord, this cable that's been like almost like cutting off a part of you, a part of who you are. And it's like, once this unravels, and once we can unravel this whole story from you, it feels as if now you're going like that direction. Now you're fully moving into this BC direction or somewhere like that, because it just feels like it's a beautiful, you can breathe. I feel as if you're going to be able to breathe, like this breath of fresh air, like you're finally setting yourself free. The bone collector, this is really coming in and saying, you know, you've been through everything. It's just releasing those final little pieces so that you now can move forward. And yeah, don't be afraid of the unknown. It's a beautiful spot. It's a beautiful place for you to be. And I think you need to be not afraid to take it. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to take it. See, follow the leader. So it's like, you're the leader. You're taking that path, that golden road to opportunity. You're following your heart. You're following this powerful energy that's inside of you that's just saying, go, go, go. And I feel as if other people will follow along. I don't know who else is following behind you, but somebody else is following with you. You will not be on the journey all alone, but it's your journey to take first. And I hope that resonates with you, and I hope that makes sense. And see, ride the wave. I validated this, and we had dolphin energy everywhere lately. And it's like, really ride the wave. This is your time. Your time to get going, Dolly. And I hope that helps you. Thank you. Yes, right. It's been a long road. Yeah. So no fear. No fear. Just go live. Okay. Let me go back here. Oh, thanks, Giselle. Stacy Churchill. Are you still there, Stacy Churchill? You're very welcome, Dolly. Stacy Churchill. And feel free to share away these videos. I don't mind them being shared out. Anyone that any of these messages can help along the way, I'm happy that they can help. I cannot read everybody, but if the message resonates with you, then there's maybe something in there for you. You can also go to my YouTube, and I have all the monthly zodiacs up there, except for Pisces. It went missing, and I haven't had time to remake it. We can't find it. It was in there. Stacy Churchill. Here we go. So if you go to my YouTube, you can watch all my weekly video. I post a weekly vlog, and someone messaged and asked me what a vlog was. It's like a blog, but it's a video. So it's a channeled message that's in YouTube every week. And then there's also all the monthly zodiacs. I will be putting Pisces back in. I have to record a new one. You're welcome, Beth. Yeah, I'm trying to get it in. So Stacy, we definitely have a lot of green here. Everybody's getting the Talesman card tonight. Everybody, same card is coming up for everyone. So Stacy, I do have the healing energy, and every one of the women in the picture or somewhere in the picture there's the green. But I also have I also have the ground, the root, the ground, like the grounding, dirt, like in the dirt. And so I don't know if you're going quadding or something this weekend or going out side by side or something, but you're being told to go play. Go play in the dirt. Go get out in the dirt. It's like this Oro Desert is truly about, it's like there's no footsteps, there's no nothing. You've never walked this path before. So every day is a new day. But it's now your time to be able to tell this story, like for you to be able to tell your story your way. And what I'm picking up here is the sense that, yeah, I just feel like this weekend, you're being told, your little man is telling you it's time, like go. I mean, I know you do a lot, but he's saying, go out this weekend, go into that dirt, go into that mud before the ground freezes. And I just feel like the ground's going to freeze much quicker after this weekend. And he's telling you to get like take out the family, take out the kids. And I don't know who forgot to take out the garbage or something, Stacy. Take out the garbage. I don't know what that is. I don't know if someone forgot to take out the garbage, but he's talking about the garbage, and he's laughing at the garbage. So I don't know where that's coming in for Stacy, but he's telling us that he is. I also have a sense of opening your heart. Open your heart to somebody else. I feel like there is somebody coming in that's needing your assistance, needing your help. And he's telling me that you, of course he's saying that. Yeah, that's exactly what he's telling you. He has shown me, hold on. Yeah, okay. So he's telling me that I'm listening to him. So he's not the only one speaking to me. I have a woman over here, Stacy, and I don't know where she comes in or how you are tied to her daughter. But you're tied to her daughter somehow. I feel like you're helping somebody or going to be helping somebody that needs some assistance. And I feel like around you, I do have some, like, you are in somebody else's, I mean, I know you have your own pain story, but you're in somebody else's pain story. I've been talking to someone who lost a child. Okay, thank you. There's somebody else who's lost a child and you're in their pain story. You have to remember that you can help them through. You can't step all the way into their pain. But to tell them, it's like, I feel like tell them that there's a woman with them. There's a beautiful guide. She didn't align you to this person by mistake. I feel like this was a divine intervention. They needed someone who could be like compassionate, someone who could be kind, but they're also there. They were there for that reason. I feel as if your assistance to this person is not going unseen. And I feel like you opening your heart is really, truly helping you in healing your journey. So there is a woman on the other side who knows you only through association of the person that you're helping. And she's thanking you for what you're doing. She's tied to that woman. And I just feel like you're going on a new journey. You're going on a new path, and it's that whole sense, and you've got a lot of threes, the power of three, that whole sense of feeling as if there's that Three of Cups. We got the Three of Wands. It's like the ship going out or ship coming in. I feel like we're picking up a new piece, picking up a new story, carrying through something. Something in your life is about to be carried through in a big way. Being able to either give, but there's an opportunity coming in for you to be able to tell your story. I do have the Five of Cups. I do have this sense, and I also have like the Death card, but it's not coming in for the fact of somebody leaving. I feel like it's coming in with the end of something. We're at the end of a cycle, and this is tied around a grandmother. And I feel as if this is your grandmother. So I don't know if there's like an anniversary or something coming up, or peace. It's white and it's peace, but it's your grandmother. She's a grandmother, and she tells me it's like the end of cycle, the end of something else around us that's coming in. But your world is turning in a new direction. Your world is starting to take a new a new outlook, or you're going to be opening your heart and opening your door to a lot of other people that you're going to be helping. But there's a place where you're needed, and it's like it's really occupying you. But this weekend, you're being told, Stacy, that you need to go and be busy. Like, you got to go have fun, because I feel like you're kind of like, when you're helping somebody else, it's wonderful, and that's what we want you to do. But you also need a breather, and I feel like you need a breather. But because something else after this weekend, or after this month or something, it just feels like you're going to be very busy. Very, very busy. And it's like, and I'm getting this, chop, 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 get moving. Come on, chop, chop. That's what I'm getting. So keep going with that. Like, stay, like, and I don't know what's coming after this weekend. It totally pulls the blind down on us. It's like it won't see me. It will not let me see the full picture, Stacy, and I'm not pushing it, but I just know there's going to be something else. And it's like, but there's some golden opportunities, an opportunity to do something also coming in here. But this weekend is about fun. You're being told to find that laughter again, but you're also being thanked for what you are doing. Yeah. And it's just like the material world is yours. The Two of Cups, that relationship energy is here again. Make sure you take time for you and Dad. Make sure you take time for you and Dad. Because Dad needs some attention. Dad needs to give himself some attention. Yeah. But Dad needs to get out as well. So, but you're building a lot of new relationships, new bridges. And I just feel like there's another bridge of an opportunity coming up for you. So I hope that helps you in some way. Thank you. Karen, my granddaughter is your cousin. She's Carmel Jones's granddaughter too. Okay. Oh, that's so nice. I love Carmel. Yes, Carmel and I are cousins. And of course, none of us have seen each other since we were all young, because we're all so far away from home. Nice to have you here, Karen. Thank you for being here. Okay, good. Oh, he went hunting, Stacy. Okay. All right, good. That's weird, Carlene. That's weird. Okay. One more. Aw, thank you, Karen. She's such a suck up. You guys must be friends. I love it. Oh my God. Okay. I'm going to do, I think I got time for a couple more. Okay. So Tracy Dodona, is it Dodona? Tracy Dodona. Are you still here? Oh, you guys are sissies? Okay, Tracy Dodona. Adele, I would see if I can, I'm pulling who I hear, so let's see. Ooh, Tracy Dodona. So Tracy, did you ask a specific question further up? I wasn't sure, but I'm being drawn to go to you. So if you have a specific question, you can put it right there. You can type it out for me, and I'll see if I can answer it for you. See what comes through. So Tracy, right away for you, I'm going into the material world. I feel like you're trying to manifest or trying to create something into happening within your material world, like in this human world right now. And I feel like there's like a sense to really truly guard what you are, guard what is yours, and that you're you're like you're really guarding your heart. You have a very guarded heart. It feels as if there's a sense that your heart was really um, possibly like an untrusting situation or something previously, or like just not knowing where you can lay your trust, and you're a very loyal person is what I'm getting. And so I just have that whole sense of um, you're watching what is yours, but you're also very much creating something in the new world, or in this world. And I feel like I see a web, and I'm seeing like this spider web, and the spot and how the webs are designed. And if you ever look at the intricate work that goes into designing, Archangel Metatron is with you, and Metatron is here for building those foundations, building things up. And I just feel like it's like there is some in the foundational work of us. You're welcome, Stacy. I feel like in that foundation of us, back in our childhood stories, our inner child stories, back in the beliefs, the habits that we have, the behaviors, something in there has like a leak, a crack. Like there's still something way back that goes into truth and trust, and being able to trust, that kind of makes you be looking over your shoulder. Everything in life, so much energy, relationships, medical, career, etc. Oh, it's right. Okay. So I'm like, so it's the source of it all is all the way back, and it goes all the way back. So I don't know who was like this sense of where you felt as if you couldn't trust, or you just couldn't be you. Something just feels like it's taken you farther away from you. You do have the Fool card here, and the Fool card, to me, what I'm getting tonight, is that sense that I just have this like, it's your opportunity to throw caution to the wind. It's like that jester, and I always explain it like the jester who gets taken in when everybody else is fighting and in chaos. This jester comes in and makes everything like tries to break up that energy. And I feel like there's like something trying to break up that energy for you, whether it's an opportunity, but it's a sparkle of hope. It's a sparkle of light. I do see as if something is, so the Eight of Pentacles has shown me that web, that design, Metatron is helping you to map out a new direction or a new life. Something is in the works for you. It is happening. It is moving. I don't know which one it's going to be first, but we do have some previous relationship trust issues or something coming up here. And that could be family. It could be with your own self. But it just feels like there is that energy that needs to be cleared. It is sitting on top of your heart. You have a very guarded heart. I do have like a fire sign energy coming in for you. So whether you are or somebody else that's either in your life or coming in would be a fire sign, which would be an Aries, a Leo, or a or Sagittarius, which means December, end of November. December would be in that Sagittarius. April, end of March, April would be in the Aries energy. We just came through that Aries full moon. So for you, I feel as if there is a shift, there is a change. Something is trying to, like, and I have two fire cards. So I have the Eight of Wands. Something is trying to project you into a new direction. But as I said with Dolly even earlier, you have something of the past that Dolly's is released. Yours, you're trying to hang on to. You have a weight story, something that's weighing you down, something that keeps pulling you back. And I feel like sometimes that takes you into maybe a self-sabotage moment, or not believing in yourself, not having that faith in yourself. And you're being told to just throw caution to the wind and just trust that this is like a full circle moment that's coming in. I feel as if you're being, you're going to be guided. You got to put your thinking hat on here a little bit here. You got to put your thinking hat on, and you got to go back to what is it that what is it that's always that same, that everlasting story in my life? What is it that keeps showing up for me? Hold on. A card fell over on the floor. What keeps showing up for me, or what is it that keeps standing in my way from all of my dreams coming through? I have like that dream. I have like that dream life showing up for you, that dream relationship, that dream, it's all right there. And so it's like there is that dream sense, but what you're looking at is like, I feel like you need to look in a new direction. So the type of life you thought you had and the type of life you're really going to have is very, very different. And much more beautiful, actually. Much, much more beautiful. But there is some in the sacral of you. So in your emotional stories, family stories, relationship stories, there is some deep-seated healing that needs to happen. And I feel like it's actually happening for you right now. Like it's taking place within your life. And it's all I see is that orange, and I see that orange. And then of course, Metatron does come with the orange cloak. And so when you if you start researching and looking at how this energy works for us, is that it comes with trying to give us the pieces to put our life together or to bring our life into another new direction so that we can start taking the actions. And I remember somebody asked one time, "Are you a fortune teller?" Like, no, but this is the golden nuggets that I give you. I can get, like, the guides will give you guidance that can help take you into your future that you have to create, because you got to put the damn work into life. And I feel like you've been putting the work in, but there's a revolving story of hurt and pain that is sitting with you. That is really, truly, Tracy, it is time to heal. And the more I'm sitting here and the more I'm channeling into you, the more the healer energy of me is coming up. And I'm like, I'm really stepping into the healer, as if I'm placing my hand up on that stomach area of yours where all of those emotional stories sit. Right in the womb, our umbilical cord connection are tied to the mother energy, to the grandmother energy, to all of that that's around you. And so, and so just know that we are very much sending a lot of healing love there. And I feel like it's like, it's like, if you use dowsing sticks, or if you use something that just knows the direction, like it's like the energy that just can, know where the water is. Well, that's kind of your life. If you can clear off this energy, you are going to be so well guided exactly to where you need to go. Exactly. And it just feels like it's a time for a change in your life. It really is, Tracy. It is time for your life to take that direction, time for it to move in this new direction. And I feel like that healing energy is coming in. They're asking you to kind of dig deep into what it is that truly is holding you back, and to know that today, that the healer is sending through, the healer in me is the channel is channeling through healing in this part of you into those old stories, so that you can start to feel different, so that that energy can start to shift, because you are being mapped, like a new direction is being drawn out for you. And not be afraid of it, right? You need that positive change. Yes, it is. And it's like right there. And it's, so let's just say it's not going to be nonstop hurt. It's going to be nonstop love. And I feel like it is love, but you got to stop looking to the same kind of people or the same kind of situations for what you want in that change. Everything has to change. You've got to look in a new direction, because in that new direction, I feel like you're going to find that joy. You're going to find that. And see, I told you the healer was here. There's the Jesus energy. And I can just feel this healing energy coming in for you tonight, and just believing and holding on to faith. And whether or not you believe in Jesus, or whether you believe in, the sun, moon, stars, I don't care. But it's that energy of just knowing that there's something that's more powerful than fear, and there's more powerful than that negative energy. There's something that really can truly bring forth this healing for us. I am Mi'kmaq First Nations. I'm passed down, I've been through many family members of healers of the past, and they didn't, it's like some worked in it, some didn't, and some had too much fear to allow this beautiful love to flow through. Healing is love, and having that unconditional love. And so you got Jesus, joy, and Trace, you got the marriage card. So I can tell you there is a union of two beautiful souls coming together, and you're being aligned to the right kind of life, so that you can truly move into this beautiful relationship and a beautiful life, because I feel like it's right there for you. They're waiting for you to build the relationship with you first, to truly know that you and your beautiful soul, your beautiful spirit is not here to be in nonstop hurt. It's not here to live in that energy. You're here to live in the light of love, and to be able to just trust that this is unfolding for you, and that family, is so much, when the family that we bring into our lives that are ours by choice, is that everything else aligns. And I just feel like there's a whole new alignment taking you in a new direction. So I wish you much love, and happiness and joy. And I really, truly send you all of the healing prayers that I can. So much, much love. And thank you. Okay, I have two more. Christy, I am sending you lots of, I'm sending lots of healing love your way. A lot of, I know he's right here with you, not a doubt. And you guys have not left my heart. And Adele, where's Adele? Adele, are you still here? And if you want to book personal sessions with me, go to my website, CoreyThorne.com. And if you like, people message and say I couldn't find an appointment. So if I'm booked, it'll just keep taking you to the days that I am available. So I'm not available until next week now. I think Tuesday is my earliest. And most evenings are already pre-booked. So it's like we got to do some juggling around in your schedule to make it happen. If you can't find nothing in October, message me then, but please make sure you do look all the way through. So evenings I teach. I have Corey School of Magic. I spend a lot of time in there. I teach 4 nights a week. So, and they're not little programs. They're my big More Than Existing program that I created over the past few years. And now I'm teaching the coaching certification level as well. So, oh, thanks. Thanks, Giselle. I'm looking for Adele. Are you still here, Adele? So yeah, and if you go to Corey School of Magic, or if you go on my page, you go to my website, you can see all of this. There is some free stuff in there. Hold on. A card fell over. There is some free stuff in there. There's some stuff. There's some free stuff. There's some paid programs. I have all kinds of meditations. Lisa is teaching a class in there tomorrow. And Wendy loves the More Than Existing program. Yes. Yes, Karen, I am very busy. I'm still waiting to see if Adele gets back on here. So I'll have to message Adele. And so, okay. So I'm going to go ahead with Karen. Karen, you're in the energy. Adele's reading for her. But I also have my book, More Than Existing, that just came out, and you can buy this on Amazon.ca.com, Balboa Press. Chapters now has it as well. I'm not sure it was actually in the store yet, but it is on their website. So Chapters, Balboa, Barnes & Noble, all carry my More Than Existing book. And I have another book that's in editing that will hopefully have out by January. And I have a deck of oracle cards being created. Carlene, your times are getting spanned out. You just ordered yours, Karen? Yay. Okay. And they're little books. So all that come out will always be like a smaller book. They'll never be massive books because I'm someone who was never a reader. And if the book is too long, so it's like I get to the point and get to the book, and I tell the story of love. Okay. Adele, I'm not sure if you're here or you're not. So I'm going to go ahead and try and read somebody else's because I'm keep picking up these. So Natasha, you highly recommend my book. Yay. Okay. I'm just looking for somebody. Sorry. Okay, I think I'm just going to do a general. Okay, I'm going to pull a 3-card spread for everybody right now. Thank you, Dolly. And I did have a letter come in from Hay House. Rhonda, I'm going to get my book. I keep saying I was going to do this more than, right? I want to more than exist. We're not here to just exist. So I'm going to be trying to gather up some reviews, some written reviews for my book, so that I can send them in with my book to Hay House Publishing. The book is published through Balboa, which is the sister company, the baby to Hay House, but Reed Tracy sent me a letter and congratulated on the book and saying that, for me to send in my copy of the book and how the book is impacting people's lives, and all of my work is impacting people's lives. So I'm going to be doing that. So I want some reviews of the book. If anyone's willing to volunteer to write up some and email it to me, I would appreciate it. So this is a general now. We're going to do a general to end out the night for everybody. So, oh, Stacy, it'll show back up. So the cards that I'm pulling are really resonating with the message that was at the beginning of tonight. You highlighted so many things in the book, Brenda. Good. I have found spots in the book. I found spots in the book that I have noticed that I'm like, oh, did I write that? Where did that come from? Oh, Christy, I would love that. Thank you. Yeah, you can just email it to me. Would be lovely. And so the cards that are coming up is that sense of, there's this energy of when we feel as if when we've hit that rock bottom, and this kind of more than existing was, I'm done. The day that I was done, and it was like and my email address is right on my website, or it's on my page as well. So you should have yours by Monday or Tuesday, Stacy. They said it should have only taken about 4 or 5 days to get to you. So hopefully you have it by Tuesday. And so that whole sense of when that ouch, that hurt that we hold on to, it's like healing that ouch. Sometimes we got to go, and it's healing that ouch is the card, and rock bottom, but it's also in reverse. And being rescue is that when we hit that, when we have that point, that ouch, and we wait for the outside world to do the work for us, or we hope something comes in to save us from our misery, and that's never happening. Sorry, but it's never happening. That's our job. And I teach this in More Than Existing in my programs, and it's 4 levels. It's not a simple program. It's a big program. But when we do this, it's that whole sense that you have to be the savior of yourself. You have to be the one to step in. Yes, we can have all the faith in the world. Yes, the angels, the guides, whatever you want to call them. I don't care what you call them. There's always that God consciousness. There's always something out there to assist us and help us. We have friends. We have people. But it's you. You have to make the choice to choose to do something different. And the more that we try to heal inside the pain, and we try to stay in the same story, but we try to bring in new, all you're doing is filling the cup, and everything is spewing out and it's falling out. And so we have to be willing to let go. And on my journey of healing, I really had to let go. And by letting go and just throwing that caution through the wind and just saying, you know what? I don't know. I don't know what there is for me. I don't know where to go. I don't know how I'll ever get better, but I know there has to be something more than this pain that I'm living. And from that rock bottom, I always say your lowest moments will be your most defining moment. It is that moment when you find the strength, the courage that you didn't know you had to reach up, to reach out, to find that essence of looking at life from a new perspective, that when we think all is done and we think we're in that darkness, that there's always a light, there's always a flicker of hope, there's always something more. And so it's that sense of believing that we get caught in that, trapped in that anxieties, those lower vibrating energies that we get in. And what are we suppressing? What are we holding back? What is it about who we are that we feel that we cannot let out? Why do we hold on to shame and blame and those things for so many years, thinking that, if that anger is not, it's going to hurt that other person or those other people, and they could be long gone, and it's never going to impact or affect them. It is affecting you. And when you're able to move past that, when you really truly get that it's you making a choice to choose you, that you see you as equal as anyone else, or the same way that you would, I always say, put it this way. If you've seen a child on a street who was sitting crying in pain, would you drive past, or would you try to help the child? Most people will try to help the child. Most people would do what they could for that child. Well, you're all one of those children. We're all that child of that light. We're all that child of that God consciousness. You all have been that child, and you are equally as worthy. And when we don't take that time for ourselves, and we don't see ourselves as worthy as everyone else, we tend to believe we are less than. We put ourselves on the back burner. We don't do what we need to do for ourselves. Right? You'd help that child. So if you would help that child, why don't you help you? Why do you believe that you shouldn't do the things for you that you would do for somebody else, or that you don't, I always say, when we go and we buy for kids and we buy them all the best, we wouldn't let them have nothing but the best. We'll give them the best life we can give them, but we're willing to not give ourselves the best life. We're willing to step away from there. And it's all how we've been, what we believe to be true, how we've been conditioned, how we're, often that's your role, that's your job. And it's like, no, that's old stories, and you got to be able to move past the old stories. I'm just trying to find a part in the book that would resonate to that. Oh, I guess I'm right on it. Chapter 13, the contracts we sign. And so the contracts we sign are, the people that we meet within our lives. I have taken a step back to review my own relationships and understanding of soul and human contracts. I found myself hearing the chatter in my head during the stages of being a child, a teenager, and a pleaser, to the comforts of others, and a discomfort to me. As with all souls, the challenges will be real, and we all have to meet our fair share of challenges. My desire to communicate from the consciously awakened woman, and not the anxious, erotic, temper-flaring, frustrated old self, would not be easy, as memories are habits taking physical action, like a rebel against the cause. I am here to learn trust, but also to find a voice from the lost languages and oppression of those who walk before us. Contracted to bring life and animation to the voice I have been given in this lifetime. And so this is truly how, when I'm reading this book, I read from a sense of recognizing all the places that I had been in life. And I had been a pleaser. I was someone who always wanted to make sure I did the right thing. The last thing in the world I'd ever want to do was hurt anybody. And if I thought for one moment I hurt somebody, oh my God, I would beat myself emotionally up so bad. And I would say sorry and sorry and sorry, sorry. That thought that I might have hurt somebody. But I never once thought what they were doing to me might be wrong. Or that hurt that was reflecting, and I'd make every excuse in the world for somebody else's bad behavior and insecurities. And I'd be like, they didn't mean it. That's not what they're really like. That they were having a bad day. But really, truly, where did I learn that? And how did I learn to be conditioned to that, to be that pleaser, to be that person who gave everywhere else first besides myself? And it wasn't no one's fault. It's just what we do. And we're conditioned to that. So this journey of making a choice to choose us, to say, I'm effing done. I need to do something different than I've been doing before, means that when we surrender that over, we have to move beyond the old stories. And in order to move beyond the old stories, you have to stop telling them from the viewpoint of the person and the age you were when it happened, or the age you were at in that experience. Because that's the problem. We keep telling it through the eyes of the person that we used to be. And then it evolves into the person we are today, still telling that story, but the story is dead. Everything of that is now past. That version of you is not even here. You have the you of today. And when you can clear out all of that clutter, and when you can get really upfront and honest with yourself from the grown up we are today, then we can deal with the real pain. We can get to the source of where the real pain is, but we remove all the clutter. We clear all that away. So because the pain is real, and you can't deal with the pain when you can't find the pain. When there's so many things stockpiled up there, and you can't get to the source. It's like having a hoarder's house and there's a smell, and you're not sure where the smell is coming from. And we don't go into the hoarder's house and judge the hoarder. You think there was a source. There was a reason why this happened. And there's always a source. There's always a sore spot. There's always a source of the problem. There's always an area where the infestation of that energy started. And we can't get to it when we can't find it, because we're so used to piling other stuff on, putting on masks, pretending we're somebody we're not, pretending we're okay when we're not. And when we can get honest with ourselves and real, we can then say, we're going to move this aside, and we're going to view this from who I am today with love. Because with love is the sense of you're making the choice to say, I'm worthy. I'm worthy to speak to myself in a loving way. I'm worthy to not look in the mirror and be so hard on myself and be so judgmental. And I'm worthy to really, truly live a beautiful life. Because why not you? If you give it to somebody else, why not you? Right? And so I have many people in my life that I give so much thanks and credit for the life that I live. And I realized that I still wasn't even giving it to me. And I still hadn't even celebrated this. And I speak about it often, and I still haven't done it. And then Reed Tracy writes this letter, and he says, and he's the CEO of Hay House Publishing, which was Louise Hay's company. And he says, you know, many people start the writing process, but very few can say they are a published author. You should take some time to celebrate this milestone in your life. When I read that, it hit me. I accomplished something, but I'm so busy being so far ahead of that, so busy working and doing what I love. I don't have time to focus on what I accomplished there. I focus on what I can do next, because I'm seeing this now come to life in a new way. But I do now have to take the time to celebrate, to make yourself that priority, to not let a dog boss you around, like that little Yorkie who's bossing me around on the floor, right? And so truly know that over this Thanksgiving weekend, when we give thanks for everything else, also give thanks for our ancestors. We give thanks for those who, fought for us to have this freedom. We give thanks for those who raised us. We give thanks for those who support us. Remember to give thanks to you. Remember to look in that mirror and say, thank you for believing in me. Thank you for staying with me. Thank you for being there. Because when you truly start to be able to see yourself as one of those worthy humans, then you are worth fighting for. And when you know you're worth fighting for, you no longer allow the bad behavior, the insecurities of others to really, truly impact your life the way that it does. And you fight hard to be here no matter what we have been through. So thank you, thank you, thank you. It could, Wendy. But what about if it's for you? What about if it's for you? Stop trying to give it all away, Wendy. Take it in for you. Right? Yeah. I am going to celebrate with my granddaughter. And yeah, I have a bossy little dog who's 2 days ago was pretty much so I thought she was dying. And now there's two of them there, by the way, Christy. There's two of them on the floor, Christy. And so, what was I just going to say? So yeah, if you want to get the book, go to Amazon.ca, Amazon.com. If you're in the US, Balboa Press, Chapters, all these places. And it's actually in all kinds of languages. You can get it on all kinds of sites, like all over the world. I just noticed that. And then the video about the book was just released as well. So they just released that on Balboa Press. It's probably on my Facebook page. I don't think it's on my YouTube, but it's on Balboa Press. And also go to Corey School of Magic. There's all kinds of stuff in there. Lisa is teaching Finding Your Purpose tomorrow. And then also, what else we got coming up? Oh, my book club. In Corey School of Magic, you can join my you can join my book club. It's every second Sunday. Some Sundays we have to rearrange them, but it's every second Sunday. And I read these chapters of the book and I talk about life and stories, and it's not recorded. So it's always just us in a personal little journey together for 90 minutes. So if you want to get in there, please join us. Yes, it was Sid who was very sick, Brenda. Yeah. So much, much love. Thank you all for being here with me. And I so appreciate this every week, and so much love in my heart for each and every one of you. And yes, we are on YouTube and on Facebook at the same time every week now. So thank you all. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And I will see I think it's Canada's Thanksgiving. I don't think it's US, but for Canada, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. And I will see you all very, very soon.